You wake up, you reach for your glasses, but they aren't where you left them. You walk into the kitchen, and for a split second, you forget why you went there in the first place. We've been told for decades that this is just a senior moment, a natural part of getting older. But I'm here to tell you that is a dangerous lie. Think back to how your mind felt 20 years ago. It was sharp, it was quick, and you never had to search for words. What changed? It wasn't just time. New research in 2026 has uncovered a hidden epidemic affecting over 70% of adults over 60. It isn't a disease, it's a mechanical failure. Your brain, a 3-pound organ that consumes 20% of your body's energy, produces a massive amount of metabolic waste every single day. In a younger brain, this waste is flushed out instantly. But after 60, the pipes begin to clog. Scientists call this brain sludge. It's a thick buildup of amyloid-beta and tau proteins that physically clogs the communication between your neurons. If you feel foggy, irritable, or forgetful, it's because your brain is literally dirty. It hasn't been washed. If this sludge stays there, it hardens. It becomes the plaques that lead to the permanent memory loss we all fear. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 9 p.m. protocol. This isn't a pill, and it isn't a complicated diet. It is a physical switch that triggers your brain's internal plumbing to flush these toxins out while you sleep. But first, we have to look at the one thing you are doing at this very moment that is keeping your brain locked in this toxic state.
Inside your head, tucked away behind the protective layers of your skull, is a hidden plumbing system that medicine only recently discovered. It's called the Glymphatic System. Think of it as your brain's private janitorial crew. During the day, your brain is like a world-class restaurant kitchen at peak hours. Every neuron is firing, processing sights, sounds, and memories. The chefs are working at full speed, and because of that, there is simply no time to mop the floors. As you think and move and speak, your brain produces a toxic byproduct. It's like the grease and smoke in that kitchen. If it isn't cleaned, the kitchen becomes a fire hazard. In your brain, that hazard is cognitive decline. But here is where the miracle happens. When you finally drift into the deep stages of sleep, a physical shift occurs. Your brain cells, which are usually tightly packed together, actually shrink by 60%. This is a biological phenomenon that only happens at night. As the cells shrink, the spaces between them open up like wide alleyways. This is the signal for the wash to begin. Cerebrospinal fluid, a clear, nutrient-rich liquid, rushes into these alleyways like a tidal wave. It scrubs the surfaces of your neurons, lifting away the proteins, the sludge, and the toxins that built up while you were awake. However, for those of us over 60, this janitorial crew often hits a roadblock. If your heart is under stress, or if your metabolic signals are wrong, the brain cells never shrink. The janitor never gets the key to the kitchen. The toxins stay trapped, and the next morning, you wake up with a brain that is still dirty. In a moment, I am going to show you the 9 p.m. Insulin Lock. This is the key to unlocking that kitchen door and making sure the wash happens every single night. Now we come to the most critical part of the brainwash protocol, the timing. Rule number 1 is what I call the insulin lock. This is the exact moment where 90% of seniors unknowingly sabotage their own brain health. Imagine your body has 2 primary modes, processing and cleaning. When you eat a snack after 9 p.m., even if it's a healthy piece of fruit or a few crackers, your pancreas releases a hormone called insulin. In the world of biology, insulin is a loud hormone. It signals every cell in your body to wake up, to store energy, and to stay active. But remember, for your brain's janitorial crew to enter the kitchen, they need metabolic silence. High insulin levels create metabolic noise that physically blocks the glymphatic system from activating. It's like trying to mop a floor while 100 people are still dancing on it. This is why the kitchen must close 3 hours before your head hits the pillow. By stopping all food by 9 p.m., you allow your insulin levels to drop to a whisper. This silence is the secret key that unlocks the door for the cerebrospinal fluid to begin its wash cycle. But food isn't the only blocker. We must also talk about rule number 2, the drainage pipe opening. Your brain doesn't just evaporate the waste it scrubs away. It has to drain that toxic fluid down the sides of your neck through the cervical lymph nodes. For many of us over 60, these pipes have become stiff and restricted. If the drain is clogged, the wash cycle stops before it even begins. In a moment, I am going to walk you through the 2-minute tilt, a mechanical move you can do on the edge of your bed to physically unkink these pipes and ensure your brain drains perfectly throughout the night. We have reached the final, and perhaps the most surprising piece of the puzzle. Rule number 3, the gravity assist. Have you ever wondered why you feel more alert some mornings than others? It might come down to how you were positioned on your mattress. High-resolution MRI studies have recently confirmed that your sleeping position isn't just a matter of comfort, it is a matter of brain mechanics. Sleeping on your side, specifically your left side, is the most efficient way to facilitate brain drainage. Why the left side? It isn't just about your heart or digestion. The way the primary drainage veins are positioned in the base of your skull makes the left lateral position the path of least resistance for toxic fluid to exit. When you sleep on your back, gravity creates a pressure dam. The fluid stays trapped in your frontal lobe, the very area responsible for your focus, your personality, and your decision-making. By simply rolling over, you are opening the floodgates. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. You open your eyes, and that heavy, foggy weight is gone. You remember your schedule for the day instantly. You feel the mental spark that you haven't felt since your 50s. This is the power of a washed brain. It isn't a dream, it is the biological result of following these 3 simple rules. But I have to be honest with you. None of this brainwashing matters if your bloodstream is being poisoned from the inside. There is a specific vegetable that most seniors believe is healthy, but it is actually filling your blood with toxins that spike your blood pressure and keep your brain inflamed. I have prepared a full breakdown of this toxic vegetable right here. Click this video now to see what you need to throw out of your kitchen today to protect your memory. I'll see you over there.